All right, Victoria, we know you have to get going. All right, we're gonna get right to it tonight. Um, and Victoria has to leave, so we're gonna let her go first. Just attend to the baby. He's not feeling well.
Yeah, please, if I may. He's calm now watching his movie, but
Okay. Yeah.
Lord knows how long that'll last.
I know. Okay.
All right.
Get
Let
this
me know when you're ready.
and I'll 1 second. Okay, we're ready.
I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. These are words spoken by Eleanor Roosevelt. These words cannot describe my father more perfectly. Nelson had his ways. He was hard-headed but loving, strong-willed but supportive, and quiet but very observant. He never believed he was wrong, even when we proved that he was. Nelson was a loving father, grandfather, a baseball lover, and a hard worker. Nelson loved his kids and grandkids. There was a time in my father's life where he wasn't sure of himself, didn't think he was worth what he was, and he couldn't seem to get that he was a loved man no matter what he did. He made many mistakes, but one that he knew was no mistake were us, his kids, and now his grandkids. As we all spent time with my father, we as kids we all spent time with my father. But let's face it, he was a rolling stone, and there was 9 of us in different households, so not everyone got the quality time they deserved. But as we grew older, we started to understand him and life a little bit better. My father tried his best with my siblings and I, but when it came to his grandkids, he never missed. His world stopped, and he was the best grandfather he could be. There wasn't a birthday or a holiday that he ever missed. Phone calls were weekly just to check on them, not us. And the amount of love that he poured into the little ones was admirable. He did not let his past interfere with loving his grandkids. Nelson loved baseball. As a teenager, my father got into baseball. The best shortstop in the world, he would say. His passion and love for baseball as a teen got my father and us involved as we watched him play in an adult local baseball team. He was proud of where he was from and always made it known to us that if you tried your best, there were no losers, but also try harder next time. As he got older, he hung his jerseys up, his mitt, and his bat in his bedroom. Because of his health issues, he was no longer able to play. But he never stopped watching and reminding us all how he loved the Phillies. Nelson was a hardworking man. Until the day he physically could not work, he did not stop. Long hours, even weekends, we would see my father in his uniform ready to tackle the day. He ended his weeks by rewarding us with McDonald's every single Friday evening. It was special for us and him. We always looked forward to it. He always worked for what he wanted and more. I never saw or needed anything when it came to him. He always said, if you work hard, you will always have a way to get whatever you need. Now that you know a little bit more about my father, I think we can all agree he was a cool and great guy. He loved his kids and grandchildren, loved baseball, and was hardworking. I always believe that my sisters and I got some of our main characteristics from him. His strong willingness, always sticking to our word, and sometimes we're a little hard-headed. I'm so grateful for the time we got to spend with him. His love and all the memories we've made will always be dear in my heart. Money talks and BS walks. I can replay that a million times in my head. That's the motto he lived by. Dad, we love and miss you always. Thank you.
Feel like I know.
I'm gonna stick on, Professor. If you see me hop in and out, it's just because he's
Okay, that's totally fine.
You mind if I went next, Professor?
Sure, sure.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, Don, 1 second. Oh, I don't think I got yours, but make sure you send it to me, okay?
Refresh the page, I think. It should have went in by now.
It may have within the last hour or so, because I wasn't on there since then.
Yeah.
I'll get it, but if I don't,
Sorry.
I'll send you an email, okay? If I don't have it.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry that I did submit it a bit late. I was
Okay, I
suffering.
understand. I understand. Yeah. The issue. Okay.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Today I'm here to talk to you all about the death of someone that I really, really love and appreciate, and that is extremely important to me. Someone that I hold deep in my person and deep in my heart. And although it has been a long while since they actually passed on, I'd still like to talk to you about it now. Today I'm here to honor my best friend's life, to express the sorrow in his death, to tell you about what he was to me. Cooper was my best friend. Spent me with him through thick and thin, and he was always there for me. When I was having some really bad nights and some really stressful days, I could always count on him to be there for me. Whether that just be listening to me or just being around me. But as life always dictates, good things have to come to an end. And it was time for him to pass on. He was diagnosed with acute kidney failure, and although that it was pretty devastating to hear, me and my family tried to make it so he was truly happy and comfortable the whole way through. Just as he was to me, I was to him. I was with him as much as I could be, possibly. When the time did come for him to go, I held him tight and basically made it so that even in his last moments, he knew that he was loved and appreciated, and knew that I would always be there for him. Cooper was a very dumb person, but that's what I loved about him. He would get into all kinds of trouble and do all sorts of stupid things that I still think going, why on earth would you do that? He was also extremely strong, able to do things that I don't even know were possible. But he was at the most loyal. Cooper was my cat. Unlike dogs, which kind of are friendly to the whole family and are just basically happy to see whoever walks by, cats really only bond to one person. Cooper was my cat. Whenever I went to sleep, he was cuddling on my chest. Whenever I was working on a project or doing something, he was in my lap. He was everywhere. And when it was time for him to go, I was truly devastated. Even now, I kind of feel like there's something missing when I don't feel it on my chest when I go to bed, or when I'm playing a game or doing a project and it's on my lap. Even now, I have 2 other cats and I don't let them sit where he used to sit because that's just his spot. And I really want to keep it that way. So Cooper was really the best friend in the world because he was just a really good listener. He would just stare at you, even though that he was a cat, he looked at you like he could understand you in like a deep, personal kind of way. And I felt like I really understood him even though that he's a cat and didn't really speak or say much. I think if he did speak, it'd be kind of weird. But he was a lot to me. And I don't know where I'd be without him. Even though he has passed, I still miss him a lot. Even though that his date of passing was 2 years ago, I still look and wonder if he's there occasionally. Cooper was funny, strong, dumb. Most of all, my cat was with me through the worst and best. And hopefully, when my time finally comes, hopefully I get to see him on the other side. Thank you.
Who'd like to go next?
I'll go next.
Is that Alex?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I wasn't looking. I heard the voice. I know everybody's voice now too. One second.
No, I'm sorry. A brother from another mother. Never has there been a truer quote. I have 3 brothers, and the one thing we can all agree on is how great Freddie is. Chris, Adrian, and I all look up to Fred. It's always been the 4 of us together. My brother Freddie is an inspiration to me because he's a great brother, a great friend, and a wonderful father. My brother Freddie is an inspiration to me because he's a great brother. Freddie is my half brother, and he's been around my whole life since I can remember. Freddie and I share a dad, but we have different mothers. He's literally my brother from another mother. Growing up, he was always around, even though he didn't live with me. And Chris, my younger brother, our younger brother. I never felt like he was ever half anything. When we were and still are full brothers to each other, I have a ton of great memories with Fred growing up. I remember he would always come over to our house every Monday, even though he lived 2, 3, almost like 5 or 6 blocks away. Every Monday he'd come over to our house and he'd raid our fridge to eat any leftovers, and we would all just sit together and watch WWE Monday Night Raw. My brother Fred's a great inspiration to me because he's a great friend. Growing up, Freddie was always there if I needed him. He's 10 years older than me, so he was usually my rides to and from places. When I entered high school, I was kind of following in his footsteps because all the teachers knew him, so we shared a last name, and they looked at me weird most of the time. Every week there would be a new story or antic he'd be involved in, and I'd usually hear it from a different teacher. Like, oh, don't tell me you're going to do this today like your brother, and I'd have to kind of laugh it off like, okay. Every Sunday morning, he would always offer to take all 4 of us to Columbus. And to this day, we probably go to Columbus Flea Market every 2 Sundays we can a month. It's a blast. It's always a new experience for us. We're usually going, kind of finding new foods to eat or buying knockoff stuff on purpose just to kind of get a good laugh. We've always had similar interests when I was in high school, so I always had someone to talk to about anything, whether it be about the latest movies, games, or even music. Even if we were just cracking jokes on each other, there'd never be a dull moment between us. My brother Freddie is an inspiration to me because he's a wonderful father. When I was 17, Fred told us all that he was going to be a father. And I was a little jealous, I'm not going to lie, because like he was my number 1, like my number 2 guy. But then on June 26, 2007, my niece Amaya was born. I was really worried that I was about to lose my best friend. But nothing actually changed. I gained another brother in my niece, if that's weird. She's just part of our clique now. She's grown up to be a tomboy, although now she's getting a little older. She only wants Michael Kors bags and vintage albums. I don't know why. Watching my best friend grow up to change into a father is very awe-inspiring. Amaya is 15 years old now. We just celebrated her quinceañera. It's crazy to think that the guy who was dancing with her with tears in his eyes was the same guy who got drunk at the Newark airport that he missed his flight to PR and had to sleep in the terminal overnight. He never tries to be cool or a strict dad. He tries to be better than the dad we both had. And for that, I look forward to being a father like him for my future children. In conclusion, I hope you can all see why my brother Freddie is an inspiration to me, because he's a great brother, a great friend, and a wonderful father. Half brothers or step brothers, it's of no importance to me because Freddie's a full-on role model to me. I hope I can inspire to be half the guy he is. Thank you.
I can go next.
All right,
Okay, so okay, she beat me to it.
you can go after her, Marilyn. That was Marilyn, right?
Yeah, okay.
Uh, All right, we're ready for you, Kia.
To me, there's no grandfather or grandmother or even great grandparent that loves their grandchildren more than anyone else. Today, I want to tell you about and commemorate the life of my grandfather, my superhero. My grandfather was loving, he was very hardworking, and he was very much family oriented. Like, there's nothing you can say to my grandfather about either of his children or grandparent, and he would believe, even if you're wrong, he would still choose you over anyone else. My grandfather was very hardworking. He worked in Trinidad and Tobago's oil field company called Petrotrin for over 30 years. And although it was a very challenging job and tedious job, never have I ever heard him complain. My grandfather also loved gardening. He had acres, about 3 or 4 acres of land designated to growing fruit and vegetable trees that he maintained himself until his kids were older. But of course, they got older and started working, so he still maintained until he couldn't anymore. He also had chickens and ducks that he took care of himself. My grandfather would make sure his kids bring us all over, our parents bring us all over on the weekends. He didn't care what we had to do or what our parents had planned. He would make sure that we were over for the weekend. We would make homemade ice cream, and me and my cousins, we would be fighting to turn the handle of the ice cream pail. He would make cakes and bread, sweet bread, or whatever it is he felt like baking that particular weekend, or whatever we requested. And if they had a dirt oven outside, he would make it in that, because for some reason at that age we were all excited about cooking outside. My grandfather was very much family oriented, that all family gatherings, it could be a birthday or graduation or just a random gathering, it would always be at their house. That was the house, the party house, as we used to say. And when our parents would try to tell us we had enough of something to drink or enough of something to eat, he would be like, leave the children alone, give them whatever they want, and we would get it. When they tried to send us to bed, he would do the same thing, like leave the children alone, they're on vacation or it's the weekend. That was my grandfather. It was definitely a huge loss to me and my family, and although it's been over 10 years, it's still something that we would always remember. If we in a gathering, we would always, at some point during that gathering, talk about him. It's never changing. And I just want to leave you with that, Sharon, this is, for me, it was one of the best ways in a long time that I thought I could remember and honor the person he was. Thank you.
All right. So all these commemorative speeches, if you guys have a picture of the person, that'd be a nice visual we could see. Or something that reminds you of
You must have been reading my mind. You over here in my house. Get out of my house.
them. Okay, so I'll give everybody a chance to show their pics a little bit later if you could find them or have them or something that reminds you of the person. Okay, Marilyn.
He didn't tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it. My father, Willie C. Mitchell, was a wonderful husband, father. I couldn't ask for a better father. All that I learned from him makes me who I am today, a workaholic. I stand here today to celebrate Willie C. Mitchell's life. Is Willie C. Mitchell, my father. I want to share with you today the life of my father, Willie C. Mitchell, this evening from his childhood to his career, and love and generosity for his family and friends. My father, Willie's childhood. Willie was born and raised in Clayton, Alabama, to his mother, Ola Mae George. At the age of 15, Willie left Alabama and traveled to Trenton, New Jersey to join his mother, which came here a few years earlier. Once Willie arrived here in Trenton, he found many odd jobs to help support his mother, which was a beautiful thing. Also, upon arriving in Trenton, he attended Trenton Central High School. He told me he still needed to he was telling me a story that he still needed to decide what courses to take when he got there. His teachers and advisors recommended he take home economics. He said he couldn't understand why home economics. That is nothing but girls in that class. But he told me, he said the best part of the class was the lunches were for free. His home economics class is where my father learned his culinary skills. After graduation, Willie joined the Army and served as a supply sergeant in the World War II. After returning from the service, Willie married his high school sweetheart, Muriel L. Williams. And in that union, they had 3 children. W. Douglas Mitchell, Kevin P. Mitchell, and I, Marilyn L. Mitchell. And it's a picture of my family, my father, my mother, and my two brothers, and I.
Put it up closer to the
See?
camera so we can see.
Yeah. All right,
Up higher. Yeah.
I'm trying to get that from the light reflecting on it.
We can see.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to figure out how this camera works. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It's my father, my mother, my two brothers, and I. My brother in the middle is the youngest one. I mean, it's the oldest one. And the tallest one, that's the one next to me. And I just lost him 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now we're going to move on to Willie's career. Willie was a business entrepreneur, entertainer, music promoter, and restaurateur. Okay. In the music industry, Willie promoted legendary entertainers like James Brown, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and B.B. King, and many more throughout New Jersey and New York. In the restaurant industry, Willie has owned and operated Willie Restaurant for 25 years. This is one of his restaurants that, if you can see, right there, that was one of his in North Trenton. This is him working in that restaurant at the grill. And this was his other restaurant on Willow Street in Trenton. And this is him working there early in the morning, if you can see him. He always, it's not a good one. Okay. So entertaining people in the restaurant business, he entertained people as far as France and Switzerland when they came to town. His soul food dishes extended far and beyond the city and beyond the city borders. It served mayors, teachers, financiers, state officials, state workers, and it made lunchtime seating a big challenge. And many dignitaries, also he served many dignitaries, like Senator Shirley Turner, Mayor Arthur J. Holland, and Mayor Doug Palmer in those days. Now we're going to Willie's family and friends. My father was the most loving and caring and generous man I know. The love my father had for his family, he provided for us. Mother didn't have to work. She raised us while Daddy worked long, hard hours. Daddy would take us out to dinner on Sunday, different places on Sunday once a month. When he closed the restaurant for vacation, we would travel, take trips to France, Switzerland, out west to visit relatives, and up north to Cape Cod, and many other places. Also, to make a long story short, I was the baby and a spoiled brat. When I was 8 years old to about 11 years old, when school was out, my dad would provide for me to spend 2 to 3 weeks in Atlantic City for school break. He would even provide for other family members to come and stay for a few days. Also, in the summer, we would gather at his sister's house in the summer, his half-sister house also in the summertime. We would eat, swim, and play games all day. That's on the weekends. That is how loving and caring my father was. The most important was the holidays, feasts that my father provided at our house for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's for family, close friends, and his employees. My father's generosity toward friends and people he did not know. If someone came into his business and was hungry, he would feed them. If any entertainers he promoted were promoted were entertained by any entertainers he promoted were entertaining nearby. He would take his employees to the show and get a backstage ticket for them to meet and greet. In conclusion, I wanted to share with you the life of my father, Willie C. Mitchell, this evening for his childhood, career, and love and generosity for family and friends. My father was a great man. From the time he traveled from south to the north, his journey to being a successful man was to be a successful man. Willie worked hard to provide for his family. Willie loved and cared about others. His home economics class gave him that culinary skills to be the successful restaurant owner that he was. Today, I am grateful for all the life lessons my father showed me throughout his life. That is what makes me who I am today, a workaholic. Show love and care for all. Today, we celebrate Willie C. Mitchell from 1923 to 2014. His death has taken a toll on the family because he was the family's patriarch. He didn't tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it. Before I go, he used to have Christmas parties for his employees. This is just a small set of his employees at a Christmas dinner.
You're gonna probably hear my son in the back, but this is my dad. Hold on, let me take this blurring off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
In action.
I love special occasion speeches. All right, who's next? No volunteer?
I know you, hello?
Yes.
I know my picture won't show. I don't know why. This is Michelle Lockhart.
Oh, okay. All right, well,
Ringing.
we'll just have to
At
try.
the bottom to your left-hand side, does it say stop or play video? It should say it at the bottom.
It looks like
On
you,
the bottom left, the video camera doesn't have an X on it. I went into video settings to try to see if I could change anything. And I don't know, I tried some different things and I don't understand why it's not showing.
so you
The
have,
light on top of the laptop is showing like a yellowish greenish color light, like. So
are you trying to show the camera view instead of your video view?
no, it was saying video.
Because it has a picture of no camera. Doesn't really seem like it's no video. And we can't see the audio, so are you sure you don't have it set to a camera? You know, how some people put a picture of themselves up.
Okay. I click on the
If
three
you work
dot.
on it a little bit more and then we'll
Okay.
come back, okay?
Okay.
I had that problem before and I had to undownload it and then download it all over again. I
What?
couldn't get the camera either. The camera wouldn't come up.
Yeah. You maybe have it set to something else. But just try to work with it and see again which camera you have it set on.
Okay.
At the bottom, you on your video section, it should be a an arrow next to where it says stop video. At the bottom of your screen, put your cursor at the bottom of the screen. You should see some things pop up. Can you guys see?
Yeah, so I see some icons that pop up. It's a mic, it's a stop video.
Okay, so click on that arrow,
Okay,
and then it says video settings, and maybe you might not have it to the right camera or something like that.
okay,
So maybe you can play with that a little bit until you maybe hopefully can get it. Okay,
all right,
but
thank
we'll
you.
come back.
Okay.
All right. I was just wondering who was in MJ. I didn't.
All right.
All right. Okay. Anyone else want to go next? Between Carlos, Jackie, and Oswaldo. Because everybody else went. You ready, Carlos? I called you out. Are you ready?
Just 1 second.
Okay. Oswaldo, are you going to present a speech tonight?
No.
Okay. Can you turn on your camera? Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, Oswaldo, if you want to do an impromptu and tell us about someone who you admire, or you want to introduce a speaker, or you want to thank somebody for getting an award. Maybe you just won the Academy Award and you want to thank us. You want to thank us as your audience for winning an Academy Award. You can put together a couple of ideas and you can do it impromptu. Okay? So we can give you some credit for it. All right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good. All right. You ready, Carlos?
Yeah. It is with great honor that I received the Academy Award today here in front of all of you. The reward is regarded as one of the most prestigious and significant awards in the entertainment industry. And I couldn't have done it without friends, family, and the ability to never give up to achieve a dream. I would firstly like to thank my family, friends, and fellow colleagues, as this wouldn't be possible without all of you. From a very early age, I always had support from my parents, family to pursue this career. Friends whom I consider family have also been there with full support and advice whenever possible. My fellow colleagues, as I am able to relate with them in some way, as we work in the same field and try to achieve a similar goal in this industry. By never giving up, I was able to achieve this dream and stand here in front of all of you to accept this award. This is a moment that we can all that we can all share because we did it together as friends and family. This is a dream come true to many in this industry, and is the highest form of achievement one could possibly achieve. It isn't easy getting to the top, but it does you get satisfaction out of receiving such an award. And there are times where you just want to give up and it's really hard. But if it's not hard, then life isn't really easy. Success comes at a price. However, it feels really good working for something that you know that you earn. And in conclusion, I would like to thank everyone in this building for this award, and it means the world to me. You never want to give up a dream that you desire. It takes a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and commitment, but all that is key for success. Thank you.
I don't think they would have played the music off on you. You did good timing on that.
Professor, I found another picture. Can I share?
Okay, sure.
This is my dad, my mother, his half sister, and her husband.
Okay. Who is the down there? You? The little
Where?
girl in the picture?
Oh no, that's my dad. That's my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how old is your daughter now?
34.
Oh, boy.
Make me tell my age.
I have a photo of me and all my brothers. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Okay.
Freddie's the one up front to the left or right.
Black
depending.
shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also found a picture of my grandfather.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if you
Turn
can.
your phone down like that, some down like this way, because it's got a glare. Like turn it like this.
Like angle it. Yeah.
Yeah, that a little bit back, a little bit more. No, not like this. Yeah. Looks like I can see me. I can see me. Okay, now I can see it.
Is it now?
Yeah, yeah. I was seeing my reflection in your.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right. No luck, Michelle, still?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said no luck still?
No, I'm trying different things. It's not working. It's not working.
Okay. You ready, Oswaldo?
No,
Oh, can't do
yeah,
it?
no, I can't do it.
Okay. All
Thank you,
right.
though.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
okay. You ready, Jackie?
Yeah, sure, I could go.
All right.
I can go.
Yes.
Okay. Swati Sharma once said, "The best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do." If you ask me, speaking in public was definitely not in my best interest, but somehow I was able to overcome my fear of doing it. Today, I would like to congratulate my classmates for staying confident and never giving up for themselves, their professor, and their future. First, my classmates stayed confident and never gave up for themselves. They stayed confident and never gave up on themselves because they knew that they were capable of speaking in public aside from the tension of being nervous. They knew that they were not the only ones to have to present, and that made them more comfortable that they were not alone. Secondly, my classmates stayed confident and never gave up for their professor. They stayed confident and never gave up on their professor because they trusted her since the beginning of the course. Professor Utley Herring told the class that it should be a fun and easy semester as long as they listened to her and took her advice. She also said everybody would receive either an A or B in the class as long as you did everything she asked for. She slowly took the class off training wheels and taught everyone that was needed to become a perfect communicator. Finally, my classmates stayed confident and never gave up for their future. They stayed confident and never gave up on their future because they have many goals in life. My classmates took this course to improve the communication skills that they could later on use on their profession, and not only that, but on a daily basis. It was very important that they completed this course so they could be set by the time that they got their career. In conclusion, you now know how proud I am with my classmates for staying confident and never giving up for themselves, their professor, and their future. For many of us, this was a challenging course and needed to face our fears, but we definitely learned that there was more to communication than we already knew. I am not only proud of my classmates, but I am also proud of myself. And like Drake said, started from the bottom and now we're here.
Yeah. All right. I like that speech. I like them all.
Thank you.
All right, but you certainly did touch all of us when you were talking today. It was about all of us.
Yeah.
And remember, I told you the first day, there's nothing we like more or know more about and want to hear more about and know about than ourselves.
I'm on. Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
We're good. We're good. I'm here. Yeah, I made it to class.
All right. Okay. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. I could do an impromptu speech if that would help work.
Okay, sure.
I wasn't really prepared. Yeah, I was totally unsure about today's class. So, but I'm here in the room now. I'm
But I
gonna do
did send
something.
out an email though. Did you get the emails?
I didn't look like this today, but no, I saw maybe on break. I was confused when our third speech was due, the informative. So I don't know. It just, I thought that was going to be an in-class one. And then sure enough, I missed the last week and yeah, now I'm here.
Okay. Well,
And I'm now I'm catching up with Oswaldo. He's kind of telling me what would happen. I'm like, oh, I'm screwed type of deal, but I'm figuring out what happened.
All right, well, we'll certainly entertain your special occasion speech. We can't listen to your informative speech tonight, though.
Of course, I didn't have one, but yeah.
Your special occasion speech.
Okay, I'm gonna do one where I guess I'm accepting an Academy Award or something. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, wait 1 second, okay?
Sure.
You want me to hold the phone for you?
No.
You good?
Robert. Okay, we're ready, Robert.
Okay. And the award goes to, oh, woo! All right, this is me taking the award. All right, everybody. I can't believe I'm here. I just want to thank everyone, my fellow actors, my team, my directors, the clothing department, everyone did a great job. I can't imagine doing anything without you guys. It was a great effort all around. But I'd like to thank I can't forget my agent got me here, got me to a place where I could feel confident enough to do a film like this. I never thought I'd be in such a high profile spot. Shout out to Roger. What a good guy. I can't believe I got hooked up with him. And let not my heart go out to the fans. The fans brought me to this place, brought me to the academy. I can't believe this is where I'm at today, and it's all due to you, to the fans. I respect all of you. This is a tearjerker moment for me. I've tried my whole life. I know I look young, but I've been in this industry for a long time. I don't age, it looks like this, but I've been trying so hard to get this award, to be a part of this high profile mark in my life. But I really want to break down that my family and really my agent Roger, he really pushed me to get to this point in my life, and he's really he's right here in the crowd here. He's my main man, but I never would have been here without him. He pushed me to get to this point, and I never would have even stepped into the career that I've now set off and fired without this guy. So without further ado, let me take this award back to and share with my team. And everyone else, have a good night. Cheers. Woo!
Okay.
So Robert, you never did tell us what award you won.
For best screenplay. I thought I said that when I was running in. And the award goes for best screenplay. Yeah, no, sorry.
No, I didn't understand.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I should have said that. Yeah, okay. Best screenplay. You're right.
Said that in your central idea.
Okay, yeah, right. My central idea was lacking. Okay, I'm sorry. The noise was all over me. I was just surrounded. I could barely even hear my own words. So it was getting to me. I was feeling the pressure. I had to just deliver something quick.
Well, I give you credit for having the courage to do it, because
I appreciate it. I'm sorry for stuttering.
At all. So
it's not. But it's like, I can take this home and feel good about
your
it.
efforts. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but with little prepared, it's like, I don't know, maybe a different idea would have been better, of course, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Well, you did thank people and you gave a reason why. You repeated main point number 1 twice, though.
I know. Well, exactly. I was trying to keep my eyes on everyone in the crowd. I didn't know if I was looking at the camera, all around, but no, I'm just messing around. But,
and just only thing, and for anyone who gives the thank you speech, don't forget to thank the other nominees or candidates.
Of course.
Remember them. You have to.
That would only be fair.
Congratulate them too.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Oswaldo, you still don't want to do it?
You just got married. You want to, you just got married. You want to thank everyone in your life, who got you
married?
here.
Oswaldo, you just got married?
No, but we could pretend that he did.
Oh.
And he's so excited. He's so excited. His wife is texting him right now. Can't wait to see you, baby.
All right, I'm not gonna put you on the spot anymore, though. But I'm glad you came to class. At least you'll be able to look at everyone else's speech and evaluate theirs too. All right, so Michelle, looks like you just still had no
luck.
Okay, so we will listen to your speech, but just be advised, we can't evaluate anything about the visual, so that might affect it some.
Okay.
Not might, it will affect
it. Will. I understand.
Okay. All right. So, and remember that you need to make certain that your camera is working when you have a speech, because just imagine if you had to present this speech.
Yes.
It would really be going south without
Yeah, really, I would be in big trouble. Yeah, I know.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, so my name is Michelle, and this is my special occasion speech. And I would like to acknowledge the life of my father. If someone was to ask me who Superman is, I would say my father, because he is a fighter. My father has, I believe, conquered and overcome a lot. My father was paraplegic and still still stood out with his talent, his artism, and just motivating other people throughout his life. My father showed me love, and he showed me love and care. He showed others love and care. He instilled in me the importance of getting a good education, and following up on dreams, and just conquering them, and just never giving up, and showing talent, and just getting a good education. So if someone was to ask me who Superman is, I would not hesitate to say my father, despite the odds of becoming a father and a husband by the age of 18, being paralyzed by the age of 25. My father still conquered a lot and made a mark in his life. My father started 2 track teams within our community. We are from New Brunswick, New Jersey, and even being paralyzed in a wheelchair being paralyzed from the waist down and in a wheelchair, my father still started the first track team in New Brunswick ever. He always worked with children. As a matter of fact, I was on the track team as well. So I ran track. I was a sprint runner, and my father was my coach. And he always worked with the other children in the community. He would go from house to house, picking up kids, seeing kids that is outside running around, not doing much. He would ask them if they would want to get involved with the Urban League. He would talk to their parents and just would get the kids involved in different things that's more positive, and that would be more beneficial to their lives. After a while, he stopped the track team, and I would say maybe 2 years after he stopped, he started another one. And the second track team he started in New Brunswick was the first track team of that city to compete out of state. They traveled as far as California. So I'm very proud of my father. He did not let his situation of being in a wheelchair stop him from achieving what he wanted to achieve, no matter what. My father did so much with the community, to whereas he received a NAACP award, and that stands for National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, for the contribution that he gave to society, to the children. As I said, it was always the children that he really worked with. He gave good motivating speeches to adults as well, motivating them to invest in their neighborhood and just different things of growth. Not only did he do that, which I think is very huge, he also conquered his dreams and showed his talents in other ways. He after a while moved to Alabama, Phoenix City, Alabama. And while there, yet again, he got involved with children, started volunteering at the local library within that town, and doing art classes because my father draws real good as well too. And with different, he drew pictures as well as portraits, which is two different things and not as easy. But his talent showed so well to whereas his paintings and his drawings till this day is hanging high in the Phoenix City, Alabama library. I wish the camera was on because I wanted to show the article of my dad with the track team, and I wanted to show some of my father's paintings. He drew a picture of himself, and I wanted to show that. As well as helping the children within the library while volunteering, he also motivated the children as well to stick with their dreams, get a sense of direction, and just overall helping out in the community still. And then I want to go on to say, involving me, what he, not only did he set a good example of being helpful to others to me. Maybe that's why I like the nursing field and the counseling field, but how it was for me personally, my father instilled in me the importance of getting a good education and following your dreams. He brought me up to whereas anything that I showed an interest in, which I always showed an interest in the medical field, he would buy me things to enhance that, like things that had to do with anatomy, things that had to do with biology, like medicine, things of that nature. Anything I stated interest or showed some type of interest in, he would invest his money in me, his daughter. And I am an only child, so I was kind of spoiled as well too. I'm good at karate and gymnastic because of the investing that my father put towards me. He saw that I could sing and I love the piano, so he put me in piano lessons. He put me in singing lessons. And I love my father for just loving me and taking that time to make me feel important and needed and appreciated in this world. To sum it all up, as I said, my father was he is still my Superman. He never gave up on living his life to the fullest, being paralyzed from the waist down, but still conquering his dreams, showing his talent, showing me love, and supporting my education and my dreams. My father has since passed away, and that was in 2005. And I still would like to shine a light on his achievements. And as they say, I would like to give my father his flowers. So Arthur Bruce Graham, I see you. I see you. Thank you, guys.
All right, that's it. That concludes our course. Except for next week is your final exam. And also I did, Kia, fix that video. It didn't save. I must have done something wrong. I don't know. But I did fix it. So now your class is there. As a matter of fact, you're the first person on the video.
Okay, because I saw it and I was like, wait, this isn't our class.
Yeah, no, that was not your class. That was last semester. Or maybe it might
But I could remember one speech that I was assigned to, and I was like, oh, well, I remember this person, so I just do.
Right. So I know when you saw that person, you were like, did I come late?
Yeah.
When did that person join the class?
I completely forgot that I was the first person.
Yeah. Okay. So let me.
Miss Utley, did you receive, I resent my speech. I don't know why it didn't go through but I'm hoping that it went through this time. Did you receive it? Or you didn't have a chance to check yet?
Yes, I got it. I think
Okay,
I
good.
did. I think I did. But you could stay on afterwards and we could talk about that. I could just double check and make sure. But
Okay.
okay. Um, the second. Okay, I'm going to get the dates for everyone. Okay, so the informative speech, student evaluation, that's due on the 8th. And then the discussion board for a special occasion is due on the 14th. Okay. Final exam next week, as I told you before, same format. And if you have any questions, you can just email me. I'll sitting near the computer if anybody needs me. And don't forget your journals. All right, journals you do get credit for them. And it's basically what you thought about your communication efforts in relation to what we were talking about in class. If you have any examples you want to share or talk about, and just your overall understanding of what we talked about for that day. So that's what should be in your journals. And then finally, don't forget, please, please, please complete the course evaluation. Okay. That's in the last day of class. I believe that's week 15. So make certain that you complete that and submit it, because it does help with classes coming up when you tell me what you thought about the class. And you don't have to write your name on it. And when it's submitted, that's one of the things that comes up, your name's hidden, so you can say what you want to say with anonymity. All right, so any questions about anything? You learned a lot this semester. A whole lot of information you learned this semester. And I'm hopeful that you found it interesting and beneficial to you. And if by chance you find yourself in one of these relationship communication efforts, when you're communicating with someone that because generally it's some type of relationship that's going on, either with a loved one, with your co-workers, with family members, friends, someone at the department store, your physician. There's always a communication that is going back and forth continuously. And they're both individuals, all individuals involved are responsible for getting that message across the way that it's meant without interference. So you know that now. Maybe the other people might not know it, but you know it, and you can always help the situation with now what you know and what you can do to improve on your efforts. Okay, so I hope that's what you get out of this class, and that you now have the confidence to speak in front of an audience. You know how to develop your ideas now. You know how to go and get research that is credible, right? As well, you have some understanding that helps to get those nerves down some, that apprehension that we all have about speaking in front of someone else. So I hope that many of you, I've seen it. I've seen the transition in you, as I had promised you in the beginning of the semester, that you would get some understanding and knowledge, and that understanding and knowledge helps bring down the nerves when you know what you're talking about. It makes you feel a lot more comfortable when you know what you're talking about. So you have to prepare. And even when you aren't prepared, you have to know how to put some ideas together quickly to get the message across as well. So we learned all of that this semester and a whole lot more. I really enjoyed this class, and I hope that you all did as well. I generally always enjoy my classes. There's been a couple of times when I really didn't enjoy the class. But for the most part, over all these years, I really enjoyed, especially this part of the class, the end of the class, where I feel some sense of knowledge and understanding conveyed to you, because I can see it in your final speeches. So are there any other questions anyone has, any comments you'd like to make? Hey there, how are you?
Say hi.
What the?
Say hello.
How you doing there, young man? What's your name? Can we
Say
talk?
Milo.
Milo. Hi, Milo.
You look more like mom or dad. Come on, man.
I can see you. He has your face. I see that. He
Oh,
looks like you.
y'all ain't see me. Okay, that's good.
Go.
Come on.
All right. So any questions, anybody at all? We all know what we're doing next week, right? At 5:50 next Tuesday during our, regular scheduled class, you're going to log on to your Blackboard and take your
Not
exam.
today.
Okay. And you're going to fill out your evaluation form and complete all of your journals if you haven't done that as well. And the day after that is when your special occasion speech evaluations are due as well. But you don't have to wait till the last day. You can do it ahead of time if you want. Okay. Anybody who wants to do any extra credit, you can hand it in the last day. They're in the last day of class. And the one that wasn't in there, when I told you about the commercials, if you want to do that, you can just submit it in any one of those extra credit submission folders, and I'll see it and I'll look at it and grade it for you.
Will you still give us till the 16th to submit our work, like you said?
Yes, yes, I mean, if that's the last day I'll be able to look at anything
All right, thank you.
on the, let's see, yeah, Friday,
Thank you.
that Friday. If I don't have it by then I can't use it because I have to grade it and submit your grades. So it won't be enough time. But please try to get the stuff in by the last day of class if you can. But I mean, 1 or 2 things, but don't try to like submit everything that maybe you didn't submit the whole, don't try to do that because number one, you're never gonna get it back. But don't do that because if I don't have enough time, I'm just gonna get to what I can get to. All right. So I guess there's no more questions.
Nope.
How you feeling about this class? Glad you took it now? Yeah, right. Now here we go, those double messages, right? Glad you took this class.
I
All
enjoyed
right.
this class
Oh, good, good.
because it helped me deal with some of my anxiety when it comes to speaking in front of people. So I enjoyed it.
All right, good, very good. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful holiday. Best wishes on the rest of your exams coming up. And good luck. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
I'm gonna miss this class.
All right. I'm gonna miss you guys too.
I'm gonna miss Jackie.
Some great people in this class.
Yeah, Kia.
I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's a pleasure coming to class every week.
Yeah, we both enjoyed it too. It was a great time.
All right,
We
guys.
look forward to the end.
Best wishes.
Hey,
I
you
hope
as well.
feel
Thank you.
better, Oswaldo.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
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 By the way.
Be safe. I liked his speech. It was very nice. It engaged everyone in the class.
Thank you. That's why I waited till like the end so it could be like, it's about you guys too.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all this. I love this. You see, I've been smiling all night, right?
Yes, definitely had some laughs here and there from everyone's speech too.
Yeah, very good. Everybody did very